What's going on, guys? Welcome to the scent bubble. I'm holding the camera. I apologize, but you guys know how we do on hot takes. This hot take is courtesy of JCPenney. I don't have the fragrance with me because honestly I threw it away, which is a bad sign. But I wanted to speak about TUMI. I hear a lot of talk in the community, not necessarily on YouTube videos, but more so like it's in the comment section. People always seem to mention TUMI Awaken. TUMI has like 4 or 5 kind of headliner fragrances that I saw in, I think it's like a Sephora inside of JCPenney or something like that. No, it couldn't have been a Sephora, it was too small. But they had a lot of decent selection. I was actually surprised. But yeah, I gravitated towards TUMI Awaken just because I've heard a lot of people kind of call that like a great alternative or reminiscent fragrance of a lot of different fragrances that are out there. I just put my nose to it, and I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I don't care who's popular, who's not, who agrees with me, who's not. The opening of that fragrance feels like a mix between like almost like either a leather or suede take on new car smell. You know, the little fragrance tree that you put in your car after you get a car wash. So it's got like an attempt at some sophistication, almost like an aquatic note, some spice, like very low grade spice. And then I can't tell if it's leather or suede. It feels like a cheap mix between the two. But I don't care if I don't have Fragrantica and I don't have the notes in front of me. It's not a good fragrance, and I'm gonna tell you why. The opening is really nice. It almost is like Fahrenheit-y in its uniqueness, not in its DNA, but just like it's one of those fragrances you put your nose to and immediately you're like, oh shoot, like it's just different, you know? It feels very like, I don't know if industrial's the right word, like just something that is trying to be professional and sophisticated, but also different, because the cut of leathery suedeness sitting under that low grade spice and that kind of aromaticness, almost herbaceous a little bit. It's trying to do something very gentlemanly, very manly, but also very uniquely. And the opening is decent. Like I really kind of enjoyed the opening, but my fear with this fragrance is that in the dry down, the leathery component of it and the spicy component of it and the aquatic component of it really leans to skin scent very quickly within the first 10 minutes. It gets cheaper, and the quicker a fragrance gets cheaper or less of, to me, immediately upon dry down, like we're not talking hour later dry down, we're talking like 5-10 minutes after dry down, it just smells like it's reminiscent of a lot of wannabe sophisticated fragrances on TJ Maxx shelf. Not the TJ Maxx behind the glass designer selection, but the fragrances that are all $15 and under that are just out in the open that you could try. And it just feels a mix between synthetic, cheap, and kind of quality. And the contrast of all of that really just feels uncomfortable to me, especially for retail price. I don't even think if I got that fragrance for 10 to 20 bucks that I would purchase it, to be honest. It's not good to me. If I couldn't even really truthfully rate it, it would be below a 6 out of 10 for me, for sure. I think there's too many fragrances in that category for even $20 to $30 that are gonna do whatever that's attempting to do very well. My immediate impulse is to recommend you over to something in the realm of Bentley. Bentley has over 15 different modern fougere slash modern, sophisticated, gentlemanly, manly, and fougere, all different nuanced pockets that it goes into. If you want aromatic, if you want herbaceous, if you want boozy, if you want sophisticated, if you want green, if you want aquatic, they just have everything for $20, $30 for a 100 ml bottle. A lot more polish went into the perfumery there. Not a big fan of TUMI Awaken, but maybe we'll try some of the others. And that's my hot take. This was on TUMI Awaken, and it's a dud for me. Thumbs down.